Welcome to our training on getting started with online booking. By the end of this training, you should be able to set up your online booking site in Booker. Booker's responsive online booking site lets your business stand above the rest with a seamless experience and simplified online booking process by allowing your customers to choose their appointment in 3 easy steps, selecting their service, staff, and time. We'll take a look at this during today's training. Let's start with the basics. In order to use the online booking site, we first need to figure out what we are going to offer online and then make sure those are set up correctly in Booker. In this step, we're going to activate the online features, services, gift certificates, and series. Some business owners worry that enabling the online booking site means sharing their entire appointment calendar with their customers. Luckily, online bookings don't work that way. Your customers will only see a list of available times that they'll choose from. To set up services for online booking, start by going to System Settings and then click on Services from your list on the left. Once you're on your Services page, use the checkboxes on the left of each service and check off the ones you want to make available to book online. Booker allows you to have control over this, and it's a bulk setting, which saves a lot of time. Once your services are checked, click on the Edit Selected button above the list. The bulk override services will pop up, and then we can set the Book Online dropdown to Yes to make these services available for online booking and save our changes. Once we have a service available to book online, that essentially turns on the online booking site. Now, to avoid common pitfalls, we want to make sure that services have the correct employees and rooms assigned to them. We can always double check the service setup within each service. And here we will be able to see which employees are assigned to perform this service and what rooms this service can be performed in. And if we need to make any adjustments or updates, we'll just click on the word Edit in the Employee or Room sections there. Now keep in mind your freelancers, for those of us that are using freelancers in Booker, they are not available for online booking. Only your scheduled employees will be available for appointments online. Can add-on services be booked online? Do you know the answer to that? And just a reminder for those that may not have gotten this right, add-on services cannot be booked online, only internally. Gift certificates are a great way to increase sales and customer loyalty for your business. They make customers feel like they have money to spend immediately. Did you know you can design your own gift certificates in Booker? And yes, you can do that. Our gift certificates training covers how to do that. And for this training, we want to go over how to activate our gift certificates so they can be sold online. And we can do that within just a couple of simple steps. We will start off by going to our Marketing tab and then going into our gift certificate templates page. This is where we would go to create our gift certificate designs as well. And to activate a gift certificate from the list below, we will want to edit that from the Actions column on the right for that gift certificate template we want to sell online. We will check the box next to Sell Online from our options here once we're editing this template, and then we're just going to remember to save our changes. The next step is in the online booking settings. Towards the bottom of this page, we're going to find the setting to enable instant gift certificates for customers to buy online. So we can set that to Yes and save. When customers go to buy online, they'll click the Buy option from the top right of the online site, and from here they will see the option to buy gift certificates and series, so long as those have both been enabled to sell online. For gift certificates, customers can choose one of the templates or designs based on the ones that we've enabled within the Marketing tab. Customers will also fill out the fields that they see on the right, and they can have this emailed to them instantly. Next, let's talk about selling series online. But first, let's answer this. What's a series? Is it a combination of different services, like a mani and pedi, that are grouped together and must be performed within the same appointment? B, a form of prepayment, kind of like a gift card, but can only be redeemed for the services attached to the series? Or C, a repeating appointment? And the answer to that is B. The first step to selling series online is within the series setup. We have that sell online setting, and we want to set that to yes if we want to make the series available for online purchase. And a second step that we'll take when activating our series to sell them online is back in the online booking settings. And we're going to edit that e-commerce section again and select yes if we want to sell our series online. And of course, save our changes. Online, your customers can choose one of the series that they see on the Buy Series page based on the ones you've enabled within system settings. The next step is learning how to manage the online site from the back end. And in this section, we will discuss some important settings to have everything run smoothly for you and your customers. Some important settings for online booking are first found in our appointment settings, here in System Settings and Appointment Settings from the left. The first setting we're going to take a look at is Allow Staff Concurrency. This setting allows customers online to book themselves into time slots that may already be taken by other appointments until our employees' maximum number of appointments that they can take concurrently is reached. This is a two-part setup, and we can use this setting if we want to have some staff members perform two services at once. We would just also need to indicate that in the employee's profile as well. So if we set it to yes from appointment settings, then we'll come into the employee's profiles from here, and we'll see the setting has appeared for the max number of appointments this staff can take concurrently. So we just set the threshold there and save it to finish setting that up. Next, require staff on availability search. This setting is very important because it allows customers to book services without scheduled employees. If it is set to no, the system does allow appointments to be booked based on room availability only and not your staff availability, which means that appointments can be booked in rooms when there's no staff members available to perform those services. Another similar setting that we want to pay attention to is found within the service setup itself. This may have been a setting that you looked over when you first set up your services within your account, but now that we're setting up online booking, it's very important that we go back and double check this. It's going to be at the bottom of the additional options here. You will find the setting, Do Not Require Staff on Availability Search. When this is checked, this setting will allow customers to book this one service without a scheduled employee, just like we saw in the appointment settings one. Now you might be wondering, when would I want to use this setting? And this is typically used by cryo centers or float spas, or even businesses that have sauna services or other services that do not require a staff member or an actual person to perform the service. Now, if you have employee-based services like haircuts and manicures, you want to make sure this is unchecked. Now let's move on to the online booking settings here in System Settings. The settings that we see here allow us to choose how we want the online booking site to behave. Now in our first setting here, we can choose how close to the appointment time customers can book, whether it's an hour or 24 hours in advance. Multi-service booking here, this is turned on by default, but you can easily turn it off if you do not want your customers to be able to book multiple services when they book appointments online. Next, we have the option to choose the appointment start time intervals. And if it's set to 15 minutes, customers booking online will see appointment times every 15 minutes. For example, 10, 10:15, 10:30, and so on. And that, of course, is based on the overall availability on that calendar day, of course. And we can give customers the opportunity to choose their preferred staff member by enabling Select Staff. And we can also give them the option to choose a preferred staff gender just by setting both of those to yes. And we can also give customers the opportunity to manage their own appointments by allowing them to cancel appointments online by setting this one here to yes. And customers will be presented with your cancellation policy before they book their appointments online and also when they cancel online. Now further down, we're going to see a section for payment. And with integrated merchant processing, we can require customers to enter their payment info here for their appointments. Now this setting will not charge a customer for the service they are booking. The second setting down deals with pre-authorization. So when we have it set to yes, your merchant processor will pre-authorize those credit cards your customers are entering in just to check and see if it's a valid card. So it's testing for $1 there. Please note that credit card authorization fees are assessed according to your merchant processor policy. When we have it set to no, the customer's credit card is not going to be pre-authorized. And that does allow customers to potentially enter in invalid or fake credit card information to book their appointment. Now last, we can also enable credit cards as a form of acceptable payment for appointments booked online. And this payment area here is simply to hold payment information. At the bottom of the online booking settings, we have the Site Settings section. You can give this link here to your web designer to have them publish it on your business website. It is simply a matter of copy and paste. You can stay on top of online activity with notifications. You can have bookers send notifications for actions taken online, like when appointments are booked or canceled. Internal notifications, which are found within System Settings, are where we can set up the notifications that go out to employees when customers book online. The customer booking section here on the left, those are the notifications for actions taken online. We just want to choose the check boxes to indicate who will receive a notification by email or by text, which is SMS. And if we are using those internal notifications, we want to make sure our contact info for our employees is set up correctly. So it's always a good idea to review employee contact info and confirm that it's correct with them. Make sure their email is correct and their mobile information is accurate. So after you check the employee's email, then scroll down their profile and check their mobile number that you see here. Make sure it is selected as their preferred phone. Make sure the SMS box is checked. And then if you happen to see the drop-down menu asking for the mobile service provider like AT&T or Verizon or T-Mobile, for example, you'll need to choose the mobile service provider. If you don't see that drop-down, you don't need to worry about it. That depends on your subscription level of booker. And just make sure you save your changes if you're making any here. And the Marketing tab is where we would go to set up customer notifications. And in the Customer Emails page, we will be able to set up customer appointment notification emails and texts. We can enable our customer notification settings and enter in a reply to email there. This should be an active email address just in case customers reply back to any of the email notifications. We can also set up an SMS appointment notification and reminder. So again, SMS just means a text message. And these texts are sent automatically to customers for their upcoming appointments. There is not a way to customize this text message. Now the emails that we see below provide a lot more for us and for customers. The description column lets us know when these emails will go out. And we can always click on Edit to customize or disable any emails that the business is not going to use. And these are the emails that we recommend to have active for online booking, or the alerts rather. Scratch that. These are the emails These are the alerts that we recommend to have active for online booking. The responsive online booking site is integrated with the online transaction summary email. We also want to make sure that we have the appointment confirmation, appointment thank you, and cancellation emails set up to go out, and also the text notification and reminder. Next, we'll move on to learn more about what Booker has to offer with online booking. Once customers start booking their appointments online, it's really easy to point out online bookings from internal ones. In the upper right corner of appointments that are booked online, we will see the @ icon. And we can also see where appointments are booked, internally or online, if we view the appointment details. So by right-clicking on any appointment and hovering over the View option from the right-click menu and then selecting View Appointment from the additional pop-out, in our View Appointment page, we're going to be able to see information related to this appointment. And the top section lets us know where it was booked from by looking at the origin there. And when appointments are booked from the online booking site, the origin will be responsive customer flow. For internally booked appointments, the origin will be internal reservation, which means it was booked by yourself or an employee that's logged in. And if we wanted to see who booked this appointment internally, we can view the history to find that out. The history is that clock icon with the arrow going around it. And just think to yourself, have you seen the history icon anywhere else in Booker? You probably have. And when we see that history icon, it will show us the history of whatever item it's next to. And for appointments, it gives us the appointment history pop-up that stamps the date and time and the user that was logged in making changes to each action here of the appointment. And we want to think of the history as the audit trail. Really great for accountability, and another reason why Booker recommends creating individual logins for all of your employees. And if you would like to view a list of all of your appointments that are booked online, click on Find Appointment, get into that page from the Appointments tab, and then narrow down your appointments based on the date and the origin. And to wrap up, we're going to take a look at the online booking site and how customers experience it. The single-page service menu allows your customers to easily find the service they're looking for, as well as discover new services. All services are displayed on a single-page menu with all details available at a glance right from the start. Customers can click on a category to see all services in it, including any descriptions we've entered in for them, and when customers locate the service they want, they'll click that Book button. Customers can choose Add More Services from this pop-up to add additional services for the same appointment. If it's for one service, though, customers can select Continue Booking. Now remember, this depends on how your online bookings are set up, if your customers see this option or not. As the customer continues to book, the services will be listed under the Your Appointment box on the right side of the screen. Customers can continue to add up to 6 different services by selecting the Add button next to the desired service. To delete a service from the itinerary, we can click the X button on the service in the Your Appointments box. Click the Continue button once all the services have been selected. If you allow your customers to choose their preferred staff member, they can assign that staff member by clicking Change below each service. The optional staff selection step allows you to include staff photos and bios so your customers get the experience they're looking for. And when enabled, staff selection is now a distinct step in the booking process. Customers with a preference can choose their favorite staff here, and Booker remembers that as a staff request. You and your staff will now know which customers don't have a preference, so you can reschedule them easily to another staff member if needed. Here, customers can click the staff member of their choice, and then they'll be taken back to finish. If the customer has no staff preference, they'll click Confirm and Continue to book with anyone available, which will also show them the maximum number of available times and dates for appointments. The responsive online booking site makes it easy for customers to find an appointment time. The calendar shows the entire month, making it easier to navigate between days, and times are organized by morning, afternoon, and evening with less clutter. The next step will prompt customers to sign in. And signing in is required for all customers when they book online, and they can easily set this up by clicking on Enter Your Details here from the top. Once customers are signed in, they will be taken to the cart page, which shows the appointment information, and they'll click Continue to move on. Here on this page, since my online booking site requires payment information to book, customers would include that payment info here. Again, this is based on how you set up the payment section of your online booking settings. When booking online, customers need to read and agree to the cancellation policy in order to complete the booking. Cancellation policy is hyperlinked, so customers can click on it to read the details and accept them. Once accepted, customers can click Complete Booking to finish. Once booked, customers land on the confirmation page and will receive an email about the appointment. Once a customer is signed in, they will be able to track and manage their appointments next to the options to book new appointments and buy gift certificates and series. They can view their appointments or their online account. When viewing their appointments, they are able to confirm their upcoming appointments, which saves you time from having to call to confirm. And earlier in the training, we went over the setting to allow customers to cancel their appointments online. If we set this to yes, customers will be able to cancel from here. If a customer is trying to cancel early, they will see a simple confirmation message. A customer trying to cancel too close to the appointment when you would charge a fee, they will see a different message. The customer will be informed that a cancellation policy is in effect and be prompted to call to cancel instead. This allows you to communicate details of your cancellation policy and work with the customer to reschedule. As we scroll down the list of appointments, we will find all of the past appointments. And for any past appointments, your customers can easily rebook those past appointments again from here. And customers are also able to view their online account and make some updates to this information. They can update their basic info from what we see on this page here. And for those of us that have a basic package level for Booker, customers will need to choose their mobile phone carrier if they want to receive text notifications for appointments. If your Booker package level is anything other than basic, it's not required, and that mobile phone carrier field would be hidden. If your online booking settings ask for the customer's gender, they will see that option there. And below that, they'll also see the option to change their password. When they change their password, they need to enter in their current password in order to update it. And located at the bottom of the account page, we find communication preferences. Customers can opt in to receive special deals and appointment confirmations and reminders. If a customer opts to receive text notifications and do not have a mobile phone on file, they will be prompted to enter one in. Customers can also request to delete their accounts from here as well. And customers that make that request need to check off the boxes from this additional pop-up box here in order to send their delete request. Once that request has been sent, an admin of the account will receive an email about the request and have 30 days to delete that account. In the interim, the customer can continue to log in and book appointments, but will just see this message on the account page when they go to it. Scratch that. In the interim, the customer can continue to log in and book appointments, but will always see this message on their account info page. And now we'd like to share with you some tips to get the most out of the new responsive online booking site. We recommend that you add a high-resolution logo to be displayed on your online booking site. Go into the Marketing tab and then go into your Customize Colors page. Click Upload to add your business logo in the Customize Logos section here. And this business logo will be displayed at the top left corner of the online booking site on a computer and at the top center of the screen on a mobile device. Showcase your staff by adding photos and bios for everyone. To add these, we can go into the employee's profiles from System Settings and add a photo and profile description. Once added in the employee profile, it's displayed on the online booking site to provide the best booking experience for customers. We recommend to add service descriptions to your online booking site so your customers can easily choose a desired service. We can add descriptions within each service. When we edit the service info, we can add a description to tell customers more about this service. Service descriptions are displayed below each service on the online booking site. Choose a customer booking theme to set a brand color for your online booking site. Going back to the Marketing tab and that Customize Colors page, select from one of the colors that you see from the options here that best matches your business brand colors, and then save your changes. This theme color will be displayed throughout various areas of the online booking site. Customize the online transaction summary email to include your logo and any custom messaging that you want customers to see after they book appointments online. Please ensure that your online transaction summary email is enabled from the Customer Emails page here in the Marketing tab. It's really easy to tell if your emails are disabled because next to the description on the right side of it, you would see disabled in parentheses if it was disabled. Now to customize this, we can click Edit from the Actions column on the right. Now of course, we want to make sure that it is disabled. If it were disabled, we would just want to uncheck the box at this top section here to enable it again. Then we can be a bit creative. We can customize the wording of the email in the available fields, and we can also add in a business logo by checking off the box here. And the image that we're seeing on the right currently, this is an exact example of the email that your customer would receive when they book an appointment online. And whatever color theme you picked for your online booking site, that carries over into this email as well. And to finish, we'll go through some common questions about online booking. If services have staff-dependent pricing and durations, how does price and duration display online? Whether it's a multi-service appointment or single-service appointment, the services that have staff-dependent price and durations will always show as a range. If any of the services have varied pricing or durations, and the customer does not select staff, the total service price and duration of the appointment is displayed as a range like we can see here with this hair color service. Once the service is selected to book, customers are then able to see the dependent price and duration when they get to the step to select a specific staff member. And with this example, this staff member, Amanda, takes longer to perform the service and charges more as well. For multi-service booking, if a customer selects their staff for the first service but not for the others, how will staff be assigned for those services? If the chosen staff member is available to perform all services at the customer's desired time, that requested staff member will be assigned to those services regardless of their position in the booking order. Can customers who are logged in rebook a multi-service appointment? Not yet. Currently, they are only able to rebook a single service appointment online. Is how far in advance may customers book observed for multiple services? Yes, availability will be restricted based on this setting regardless of whether it's a single service or multi-service appointment. Special messaging has been added for businesses that only take appointments a short time in advance, and this will help eliminate confusion and calls to the front desk. Can customers reorder the services? In what order will the services be booked? Services are added in the order they are chosen, and to reorder them, the customer would need to delete the services and add them back in the order they wanted. Alternatively, though, if you noticed that you needed to switch a couple of services in a multi-service booking that was booked online, that is something we can always handle internally as well. Can customers add the same service more than once? No, once a service has been selected, it cannot be added again. Can my customers book an appointment for themselves and a guest? Not yet. Right now, we have the ability to book multiple services for one customer, and the ability to book multiple customers in a group appointment is coming later on. If you have any questions about Booker, don't forget that the Support Center is available 24/7, and you can get there by clicking on Support from the top right of your account when signed in, or by going to help.booker.com. Here we can use the search field to find answers to Booker questions. A search will show a list of articles related to the words used in the search. We also have the Training Center on the Support homepage. The New to Booker section is for new users, and you'll find a collection of articles to get started with the basics. We do have training videos that can be watched on demand, and don't forget about our live virtual trainings that you can register for from here. These live virtual trainings are offered Mondays through Fridays and are free and unlimited for you and your staff to take. They cover a variety of Booker topics, and you can come directly to the Support Center to register. If you have any employees that need to be trained on how to use the software, get them signed up for these Booker training courses and let Booker's training team take care of that for you. That is it for this training video. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you in a live virtual training soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.